Smell that air. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Dad likes being in the country too.
Yeah, what about you? You like being up here with him?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Do you miss your mum?
Yeah, but I don't miss Frank.
Ah.
Hey guys, over here.
Oh, what's he got?
Look at that.
Wow.
What a beauty.
Hey, there's 6. 2 for me, 2 for Dad and 2 for Maggie. Oh, look, there's more over there.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Ah. Oh, so trot on one. Back in a minute.
Is he dead?
I'm sure he'll be okay, sweetheart.
Is there anything I can do to help? I'm senior constable for Mount Thomas.
Oh, I think we're right. He's not a well man.
What's up?
It's like something he ate. It's lucky the lady had a mobile.
I wouldn't eat them, but Walter said they were the same he ate as a boy.
Mushrooms.
Oh, come on, PJ, you don't know what you're missing out on. There's nothing like a freshly picked mushroom. Come on.
Do you know where these things grow?
Yeah, fresh manure.
How do you know not going to poisonous one anyway?
Well, that's the hard thing.
Oh, yum. Are these on offer?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, help yourself.
What, nobody else wants them?
No. Yep.
Thank you.
Boss, that was the hospital. The guy that ate the mushrooms this morning, he died.
I mean, I don't get it. Why would you go out picking weird-looking mushrooms anyway?
Most people would know the difference between a toadstool and a camp stool.
If I can just interrupt, we have one man dead already, and for all we know, somebody else could have been picking the same kind of mushroom.
Oh, by the way, I've notified the health department.
Good. Get on to 3SD, put out a community service broadcast. We need to notify schools, health centres.
Joe, you can get it.
The tourists, the Grolschers, were camped out near where we were today, weren't they?
All right, that's where we start. Now, who wants to distribute these? Nice day for it.
Yep. Interested in a drive detective?
Mags, it's hardly CI work.
I'll come.
Okay.
I'll just duck next to her and make sure Emma's okay for a while. See you at the car. Yeah. Okay. Got your video, some drawings and things you can do?
Yep.
I'll see you later, darling. Bye. Be nice to live out here, eh? Old mud brick place, veranda. You and PJ ever thought of getting a place out here?
PJ, out here? No.
This is the next one.
Paradise.
Hi.
Oh, good morning.
Hey, Ron.
Oh, hello, kids. What are you up to? Can you show us where Mum and Dad are? Good morning, sir. Ma'am. I'm Acting Sergeant Ben Stewart, and this is Senior Constable Maggie Doyle.
Rod Cathcart.
How do you do?
And this is Gemma. Pleased to meet you. Is there a problem?
We're just making people aware of the fact that there can be some very nasty mushrooms in this area at this time of year.
Well, that's good of you. Is this a usual service or just an excuse to get out of the office?
We've had a death, actually.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it can be a bit tricky knowing which ones to trust, especially for the kids.
Gemma's a bit of a fungi expert. She has a master's in horticulture.
Yeah, it's common sense, really. You get to know what's around.
Now, what are your names?
That's Luke. I'm Oscar. That's Sean.
Okay, have a look at that.
That's bad. It's a toadstool.
That's right. You can keep that if you like. It's a beautiful place you've got out here.
Yeah, we like it, don't we, hon?
Yeah, it's very special. It's our dream. You're welcome to have a look around.
Oh, would that be all right?
We're about to have lunch. Why don't you join us?
They've probably got to get back, Rob.
Did you meet Bronwyn?
Oh, hi, I'm Maggie. Hi.
I'm Ben, hi. And we do actually have to get back here.
No time even for some mushroom soup.
Oh.
What sort of life is that?
Busy.
Well, what about when you're not working? Come back then, I mean it.
Well, I've got my daughter, Emma.
Bring her along.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. She would love it here with the other kids.
What about tomorrow?
Yeah, look, we'll see.
Twiggy.
Bye.
See you, Brian.
Bye.
Ah, the happy wanderers.
How'd you go?
Well, PJ, you should have come because Ben and I discovered paradise.
Oh, it's beautiful, fantastic house, veggie garden, solar powered.
It's incredibly serene.
Paradise, huh?
Not a video shop in sight.
And who lives in this paradise that you've discovered?
Oh, it's kind of like a big commune. There's kids running around everywhere.
And they're really nice people who've actually invited us out there.
We thought to take Emma out.
All right, family affair. Good idea.
I would like to speak to the officer in charge, please.
Yeah, the boss.
If he is in charge, yes.
We were very sorry to hear about your husband, Mrs. Grolson.
Thank you, but I haven't come here for sympathy. Walter is dead, but other people may also be in danger. The shopkeeper should have known the mushrooms were dead.
I'm sorry, shopkeeper?
Well, yes, of course.
We assume that the mushrooms have been picked by you and your husband.
No, we purchased them here in town. I have the last of them here.
I see. Do you know where you bought these?
I don't know which shop he went to. He came back to the car with them.
All right, there'd only be 2 or 3 places in town that would sell local field mushrooms. Whereabouts did you park?
In the big car park near the supermarket.
So perhaps he could have bought them there.
I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Puts them near Pescott
And Billy Legs.
How can you allow such things to happen? We come here on holidays and expect to be safe when we eat the food. And now my Walter is dead. I want you to charge the shopkeeper immediately.
Oh, you got a minute?
Yes, mate. Yes.
I just wanted to make sure that you haven't got the wrong end of the stick.
I'm not with you.
Because it's not as if Maggie and I have made any special arrangement to go out to this paradise place together.
Well, it's a free world. You can do what you like.
It's just they invited us to lunch and we couldn't stay, so they asked us to go back, that's all.
It's fine.
It's not because there's anything going on.
You don't need my permission.
Lawson Parish, Coroner's Authority here to search the 3 premises for poisoned mushrooms. Just bring in the wild ones, leave the cultivated stuff alone.
Sweetheart, I promised you shouldn't come in here while I'm working. Come on, come on. Not now. Finish your drawing. Off you go.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, you know. Maggie, look, I'm not quite sure if, See you later, guys.
See ya.
If I can make it to lunch tomorrow, because, why don't you just take PJ?
Well, I thought we were going to take Emma.
Yeah, I remembered I'd take her to St David's. There's a movie that she's desperate to see.
Can't that wait?
Yeah, maybe, but,
I just thought that she'd prefer to play with some kids.
But why don't you take her along? She'd love to go with you.
Ben, why don't you say that it's you that doesn't want to go?
Because it's not that.
You been talking to him?
I just wanted to make sure that he didn't have the wrong idea.
Did you say anything to Ben about he, Emma and I going out to the Paradise property tomorrow?
No, I didn't say anything to him.
Really?
Look, Mags, if you want to go out and hang out with the new hippie mates and suck on tofu burgers, that's fine by me.
Well, suddenly he's decided that he can't go.
Well, that's his decision. It's
So
not
why the sudden change of mind, do you think?
I don't know. But you need to keep me out of it.
I don't want to keep you out of it. Oh. I know. Why don't you come out there with Emma and I tomorrow? It's beautiful, you know, you can just stop for a minute, find a bit of peace and quiet.
I don't want to go. Maggie, if you want me to go with you to lunch tomorrow, I will.
No, really, I don't want either of you to do us any favours. Emma and I will go on our own and have a great time.
You see this thing on staffing levels?
Oh, yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it?
Anything wrong? You know, I wasn't particularly happy when it became obvious There was something between you and Doyle. But it was none of my business, and as long as it didn't affect your work, I preferred to leave it alone.
My relationship with Maggie is not having any impact on my work.
Well, it's certainly having an impact on other people's. We're a happy little family here, and I would like it to stay that way. So I hope to God you and Stuart aren't having some sort of competition.
There's some more in the car. Want some mushrooms, Ross?
Parish, what did I say about cultivated mushrooms?
Ta-da. Wouldn't matter which type they were anyway. Supermarket manager reckons you won't sell another mushroom for weeks.
So the word's out.
Sure is. Oh, we cleaned out Prescott's, but Billy Legs didn't have any.
What, sold out?
Oh, he said he wasn't carrying any.
Billy Leg, come on, Billy Leg has always got field mushrooms in season.
Well, not this year. Not a good season for them.
The ones we bought in look all right.
Where'd they come from?
Supermarket and Pescott's.
No, I mean, where did they come from? Not from around here, I bet.
But if you were to get them from around here, Billy, where would you get them from?
I don't know. Because I haven't been buying any, have I?
But if you did?
Well, kids?
Well, he's been buying mushrooms from kids, all right, but he's not saying. Hey, didn't you say those kids out of Paradise were big on mushies?
They know about them, sure, but PJ, you haven't seen them. They're like little kids.
Thank you.
So what are you actually looking for, Detective?
Oh, we're just checking out for any kids that might have sold any wild mushrooms, that's all.
Oh, we're totally self-sufficient out here. We don't need anyone but ourselves.
Yeah, like it's another world, huh?
He doesn't seem very happy out here.
No.
You should have brought Ben.
Well, I'm sorry, mate, but they pulled me off the bench.
He was unavailable.
Well, I might see you and Ben for lunch.
Look, I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to make it.
Try.
So that was an exercise in checking up on me, was it?
No.
Well, it wasn't an exercise in PR, that's for sure.
No, Max, I was just trying to find out what your fascination is with these people, and I don't get it.
Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me?
Yippie weirdos.
Yippee?
Yuppie. Hippies.
Pull it slowly. Oh, Rod! Look, the invitation for lunch, I'd love to come.
Great.
Okay, bye. No, this is absolutely beautiful.
Tara's speciality.
Really. It's perfect. This whole place, I can see exactly why you threw the city in.
Yeah, I used to design computer software.
He's brilliant.
I built up a company,
Sold it for a small fortune.
came up here, tossed it in. People dropped in and, well, some of them just stayed. Isn't that right, Jim?
You'd have to say, though, we're pretty full up right now.
Have you ever thought of tossing it all in?
For my job.
Yeah, job, uniform, everything.
No. Imagine what my boyfriend would say.
Ben seemed pretty relaxed up here.
Ben. Oh, Ben. No, Ben. Ben. It's my friend. But I always knew that there was only ever one thing that I wanted to do.
God, one thing. Your whole life. That's full on.
Yeah, how can you really know about something unless you try it?
Leave her alone, Ruth. But I always knew that I wanted to join the police and do the right thing. Proper copper. That rhymes, doesn't it? Yeah. My dad, he will not eat avocado. He will die not knowing what it tastes like, which is really sad, I think. It's an egg. It's a vegetable egg.
Did anyone?
Sperm. Why is that called a sperm?
You okay, Meg?
Where's Dad? Maggie's sick.
What's up, sweetheart? What?
Maggie's sick.
What happened?
She's a a bit stoned.
Stoned? How?
She swallowed a few gold tops.
Gold tops?
I didn't think it was sensible to leave it
Go at
home.
the back and see if your dad's back.
Well, are you sure they're gold tops? Not something else?
No, she's definitely tripping.
Do you want to go to the hospital?
She doesn't need to go to the hospital. She just needs reassurance.
So what, you're responsible for this, are you?
Me?
Well, she's not going to eat mushrooms on her own, does she?
You're absolutely certain of that, eh?
Yes, I know her. You right? Thanks. No, I'm taking you home. Come on. Come on.
I couldn't make it stop, and I thought, oh no, it's just going to go on forever and ever.
Oh, there's your tea. Mags, how did this happen?
I don't know, it must have been in the food that I was eating, I think.
Well, you must have known you were eating mushrooms, eh?
You think that I did this deliberately?
No, you have been wanting to...
Why would I do that? Oh.
Well, that Rod bloke, he's been... Well, he's pretty persuasive. I mean, he's got 3 girlfriends.
All I remember was that there was this giant avocado pear and it was going to hatch into a bird. I want to lie down.
All right. So what, you thought it'd be hilarious, did you, seeing a member of the police force under the influence of drugs?
No, certainly not.
But you knowingly placed psilocybin in Senior Constable Doyle's food without her knowledge.
Magic mushrooms? No, of course not.
Well, administering a drug of dependence is a very serious criminal offence, sir.
Giving someone drugs without their knowledge is legally and morally indefensible. I would never do it.
Have you ever taken psilocybin, Mr. Cathcart?
I've dropped a few mushies, yeah. You're gonna charge me?
Good possibility, yeah.
So you are familiar with magic mushrooms, then?
I've dabbled, as I said.
Is it possible that you could have accidentally included them in Senior Constable Doyle's food?
Not accidentally and not deliberately either. Look, believe me, this is the last thing I'd want to happen.
Thank you, Mr. Cathcart. That'll be all. If we need to contact you, we'll be in touch. Thanks, Rod.
Hey, Benjamin?
Yes, mate.
Why'd you step in like that?
Because I saw that he was getting up your nose and you were going to go him.
Well, he admitted using the drug in the past, didn't he?
Do you want to charge him with that?
It's illegal.
Yeah, but we didn't get him in here to charge him with past offences. Besides, I'd never stand up.
Well, might have given him something to think about. Anyway, he's the bloke that got Maggie stoned.
We don't know that, PJ, and he wasn't going to tell us about it.
Well, he might have if you hadn't stopped the interview.
So what are you saying, PJ?
Stay out of my territory.
My bloody mushrooms. I bought them fair and square.
Just shut up, will you, Merv? We'll sort it out later.
Mr. Paul and Mr. Legg have had a bit of a blue outside Merv's house.
What's this all about?
Nothing.
He wants his mushrooms back.
Yeah, what mushrooms?
There were no mushrooms.
The ones I bought yesterday.
You're going senile. Look, you're not...
He offered me Maras instead. I don't want Maras. Bloody tasteless veggie.
Did you eat any of these mushrooms yet?
Well, I haven't had a chance, have I?
Don't even touch them. Lawson, take Merv home, pick up the mushrooms and bring them back here. Billy.
Yes, boss.
You come on with me. If Merv says he bought mushrooms, he bought mushrooms. So where did you get them, Billy? Billy, I could charge you with hindering a police investigation. People's lives are at stake.
No one else got any.
You sure?
Yes, there was only a few, and Merv snapped up the rest after that German bloke bought a bag full.
So who brought them in? Come on, Billy, don't make me charge you. I'm not after you. The important thing is we straighten this out as soon as possible. Who brought them in?
A kid.
Do you know him?
Yes, my nephew Gary.
Gary Little, Myrtle's boy.
What can I say, Maggie? You'd probably be happy never to see me again. You're angry, you're upset, you accepted a pleasant lunch invitation and ended up stoned. And I'm truly sorry.
Rod, what was the idea? Was it to have a laugh at a copper who didn't know she was off her face? Is that it?
It certainly wasn't my idea. It may have been someone else's.
Well, whoever did it needs to know that if it was deliberate, it was a criminal offence.
Yeah, your friend, Detective Hasham's made that very clear to me. Well, he's certainly there for you, isn't he?
Well, I'm glad someone is.
Maggie, when you freaked out, I brought you straight back to town.
Yes, you did, and for that, thank you.
It's okay.
Hello, pizza man. Oh, I thought you might have had the munchies.
Not really feeling up to that right now.
I'll let myself out. See you, and once again, I'm very sorry.
It's actually very nice of him. He came to see if I was all right.
I should have charged him.
So what's happening with the mushies?
Oh, Billy Legg solved the supplier problem for us.
Emma, Stuart, I told you to stay inside, drink your milk.
Tell Dad I don't have to drink it.
Sorry, she thinks that some of the cows might have eaten some bad mushrooms.
Emma, there's nothing wrong with the milk. Come with me.
Had a word with Myrtle Little and a boy last night. Thank God they didn't eat any of the mushrooms. Well, the kid doesn't like mushies, but he is a budding capitalist.
Well, so no charges then?
Well, I don't think it's something we should hold over the kid for the rest of his life. I mean, kids have been selling wild mushies forever without killing anybody. I used to sell mushrooms myself when I was a nip.
Hey.
Hope you had a permit, boss.
One for you and one for me. Go. Mmm.
Can you stay for breakfast?
No, she can't. Jeez, you push it, girl. Come on out. Go, 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 go. Go. Jeez, I don't know how you did that. You are going to be a great mum.
She's getting the wrong idea, and maybe that's got something to do with me, but she's acting like I'm her mother.
She's just settling in. She'll get used to it. You know how her imagination works overtime?
Yeah, I do. I got these. Yeah?
Hi. Look, I'm sorry to trouble you here. I actually hate these places myself, but I had to come in. We need to talk.
About?
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I know it was a stupid thing to do, but, well, I was the one who gave you the magic mushrooms. I guess I'm telling you this, Maggie, because, well, I'm hoping that you're one of us, like Rod thinks you are. You see, he wants me to...
I'm going to just stop you there to let you know that anything you say may be taken down and used in evidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
Okay. Why did you do it?
Well, Rod was doing his thing, and I guess I had this stupid idea that it would be good for you.
Good for me. And you do that by drugging me?
I didn't think of it as drugging.
Well, hey, Tara, it was. And what do you mean Rod was doing his thing?
Well, he likes to turn people onto a different way of living.
By giving them drugs, huh?
No. He didn't know anything about that, and now he's really angry at me, and he says I have to leave.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about that?
Well, he likes you. He'll listen to you. If you could tell him that we've made up, then maybe he'll let me stay. Would you do that, Maggie?
Tara, why would I after what you did?
This way of life, it's my world. I mean, think how you would feel if someone said you couldn't wear that uniform anymore.
Tara, I understand what you're saying, but this really has gone beyond just involving me. I have to report this conversation to Senior Sergeant Croydon.
I came to you privately.
Yes, you did, but you're in a police station and you've made admissions to a police officer about a very serious offence. Now, we have to formally interview you. I'm sorry.
But Maggie, I apologise to you.
Yes, and I personally appreciate that. But I have to do my job. And that's the way it works in my world.
I understand that, Maggie. But please, don't let Rod throw me out of mine.
I can't believe you're standing up for these idiots.
Look, I'm the one who is offended against. I'll decide who I stand up for, thanks.
All right. But I can't have people feeding drugs to members and not do anything about it. I want it properly investigated. Is she still here?
Yeah.
All right, well, tell Stuart what you've told me. He can interview her.
We should also try and get a search warrant for the house. I don't want anybody else getting any of those funny little mushrooms.
Yeah, all right, but just use a little tact.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
I hope to see you again under happier circumstances. We always welcome visitors.
So, clean as a whistle.
Not even a dope plant.
I think they knew we were coming.
Not everyone has an agenda, PJ.
Well, Max, I wasn't the one they doped.
I can't quite quite work out what the whole situation is out there. I mean, who's with who?
Look, how these people choose to live is not our affair.
Look, it's just like my Uncle Lawrence's place. There's kids everywhere, but we call them all cousins. It's just a different kind of family.
Why people have to complicate things so much these days, I just do not understand.
Well, boss, for them it is really simple. They're just trying to make a place where they can live the way they want.
That was Yasmin. Rod Cathcart's on his way to hospital. Looks like he's been poisoned.
Well, we've pumped him. He's stabilised, but he's still drifting in and out of consciousness.
What the hell was it?
Mushrooms.
Psilocybin?
No, he was poisoned, not tripping. But luckily, he's got a strong liver. Well, that's what killed the other bloke.
So Rod will pull through, right?
Well, he's strong.
Don't need to have a word with him.
Ah, not just yet.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Ladies? Any idea what happened?
It seems he ate some poisonous mushrooms. Any idea how that came to pass?
Tara? Thanks for your assistance.
Why don't you just leave us alone?
Sorry?
She had to come back, didn't she? Pretending to be all innocent.
If he dies...
It'll be Maggie Doyle's fault.
Do we have grounds for an investigation or don't we?
I can't see that anyone out there's got a motive for poisoning Cathcart. Now, what about jealousy for a motive? They all seem to be hankering after the same bloke.
Let's talk to them.
We're a little unclear exactly how it works out there.
Who sleeps with who, you mean?
Well, you don't have to go into the details.
Maggie, do I have to tell him this?
It might help clear things up.
I was with Rod before he was with Bronwyn. And then when I went up to Paradise, well, we sort of got it on again. And then Gemma came along.
So, you're all with Rod?
No, it's not like that. He doesn't own us. We're all with one another. Or is that too difficult for you to understand?
So, where do the kids fit into all this?
Well, we share looking after them. I mean, you've seen them. Are they unhappy?
I'm not an expert.
No, but you're a father.
Are there any tensions out there? Jealousy?
Not until recently.
Could you expand on that for us?
Look, I don't know how Rod got sick. And I don't want anything else to do with this whole police thing. I don't even believe in the police. All I know is that it's a very delicate balance out there and... Well, I don't want you to take this personally, Maggie, but... It went off its axis when you turned up.
You know, there are a lot more edible mushrooms than ones you get in the supermarket.
If you're all such experts, how come Rod Cathcart got the wrong sort?
Well, anyone can make a mistake, especially if they're upset.
Were people upset?
Yes.
Why was that?
You can only fit so many people into a boat. You add one extra and...
Could you be a bit more specific?
Ask your girlfriend.
We were getting on fine, then suddenly she turns up and everything starts to fall apart.
Man was poisoned here.
What made you think you could just walk in there?
No one just walked in. The first time was official police business.
Yeah, sure, right. That's why she was waltzing around the place like the fairy princess.
I think the three of them are in it together.
So what do you reckon the motive is? Jealousy?
Rod Cathcart used to be a successful businessman. Maybe they've got something to gain from his death.
Well, it's a long shot, but perhaps we should start by checking who actually owns the property.
Stay away from those mushrooms next time.
Yeah. I hope I haven't caused anyone any trouble.
And why would you have done that?
When people get ideas, they like to think the worst. Especially the police. I suppose it's your job to be suspicious.
Well, 2 people in 2 days.
Yeah, I know.
And apparently the ones you got were really bad. They could have killed you.
Yeah, they told me. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
What do you mean?
I was cooking an omelette and I just threw some mushrooms in.
So you're saying that you poisoned yourself?
Yeah. You know, Mr. Expert.
Well, if that's what it says,
It's
that's what
just
it
the
says.
bureaucrat's fault.
Paradise is owned by Roderick John Cathcart, Tara McRae, Bronwyn Angela Salter, and Jemima Maud.
Well, you're saying they all own it together?
Equally, under a joint tenancy arrangement.
Well, that's a turn-up.
In the event of the death of any one of them, the deceased share goes to the remaining owners.
Well, sounds like that'll be our motive.
Well, we're going to have a tough time proving it because Rod Cathcart is saying that he poisoned himself accidentally. He's lying, of course.
Excuse me, boss. We've got a 3-year-old child wandered off into the bush.
Where?
Paradise.
I've notified St David's, SES and Search and Rescue, so they're all on standby, but she couldn't have gone too far. So
Darling,
the rest
what are you
of you
doing
better get
here?
down
I'm
there and
working.
start.
Somebody lost.
Yes, but we're going to find her, so don't you worry. It's all right.
Who is it?
It's a little girl. Now I've got to go help look for her. You be okay?
She'll be all right. She can stay here with me.
Oh,
You
that'll
right,
be
Emma?
great. Thanks for that.
Hey, it'll be all right. I'm sure we'll find her, okay?
See ya. Thanks, mate.
What are you doing? No, we haven't found her yet, but we've got people coming out from town.
That's all right.
Yes, yes. The gully? We've looked everywhere.
Yes, yes.
Put in the big rocks.
No, we've looked.
Kids
We've
all-
looked. Everywhere.
The forest.
Right. Out there. She couldn't get that far by herself.
She's out there. I'm going to find her.
You can't.
Let go.
Well, if you could be as quick as you can, I've got St David's on the way too. Yeah, okay, thank you. Bye. Emma, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat? I think we've got some biscuits there.
No.
Well, would you like to do some drawing?
If I was lost, my dad would come looking for me.
Oh, he sure would.
And if Maggie was my mum, she would too. I reckon every family should have a dad and a mum. Don't you?
Yeah, maybe they should, but we can't always have everything we want. Yeah, go ahead, PJ.
Going to extend the search in the state forest.
All right, received that.
What's happening with the SES?
They're on their way. I've also got some members coming from St David's. They shouldn't be too much longer.
Can mums still be in the police force?
Twiggy.
Twiggy! Twiggy!
I don't think she could have come this far. Not a 2-year-old.
There's a track about 1.5 kilometres in from where you are now. Yeah, well, if you could just hurry it along. Yeah, that's the one. All right, give us a call if you need any backup. Okay, thanks, bye. You all right? Yeah. Good. Mount Thomas Police, Senior Sergeant Croydon speaking. A purse. Yes, well, if you could just come in
Hello,
here and
Thomas
fill in the
Police Station.
details.
How may I help you?
Could you just excuse me for a second? Just a
Yeah,
second.
okay.
Excuse me. Hello? That's right, Mount Thomas Police. Yes, this is Senior Sergeant Croydon.
helping Tom.
Sorry, no, we don't have any other details at this stage. All right, thank you. Bye. Emma, I know you're just trying to help, but it would be best if you let me answer the phone, all right?
Would you like some help?
Well, you could take care of my young assistant there, if you don't mind. Hello?
What do you like at buttering sandwiches?
Why did I say to you have to come in here
Does
and
that
fill in
mean
the
Twiggy's
details?
gonna die?
Why do you say that?
Because that's what we did when the nice policeman got shot.
Best thing you could do for Twiggy right now is just to put it down.
She's my responsibility.
I know. But you need to put it down.
on?
Homicide and crime scene are on the way.
How did she,
No. There's no signs of violence, but something's happened to her. Jack's staying out there and PJ wants this whole area and the house declared a crime scene, so...
Someone's going to have to tell these good people to find somewhere else to stay.
I'll do that.
Found some tyre tracks.
How did you go?
We should talk about it.
Oh, Emma's over with Chris.
Oh, great, thanks for that.
So what's this?
It's a child's blanket.
We think Twiggy might have died at the house and then was dumped out in the bush.
Died or was killed?
Well, that's the question. There was some strange-looking mushrooms near the body, some tyre tracks, but there was no vomit.
But there is vomit on the blanket, which we found soaking in a tub around the back of their house.
Yeah, we'll wait to see what forensics say about that.
Well, if you're right, somebody must know something.
I'd like to have a word to Cathcart. I think he has the key to all this.
Are you two okay to work together on this?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Do you recognise that blanket?
Yes. It's from Twiggy's bed.
It had traces of vomit on it.
You aware of Twiggy being sick recently?
No.
Right, so it's probably safe to say that this happened after you yourself became ill.
It must have. Are you saying that the same mushrooms that made me sick are the ones that killed Twiggy?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Now, you told Senior Constable Doyle that the mushrooms that made you ill, you prepared yourself. Is that true?
No.
Right, so Rod, who did prepare them?
Please, this is not her fault.
It was an accident, wasn't it? I meant for Rod.
I didn't mean to kill anyone. I cooked up a small amount for an omelette for Rod, and I had too many, and I left them in the pan on the bench.
But Twiggy found them.
I was only out of the kitchen for a moment. I didn't notice they were gone till I was washing up.
So when did you notice that it was Twiggy who'd eaten them?
I found her in her bed not feeling well. I thought she was going to get better.
Didn't consider taking her to hospital?
I couldn't.
Because you thought that they'd find out you tried to poison Rod, is that it?
They'd make me go away. That place is my life.
When Twiggy had died, you just picked her up and you took her out of the bush and left her there?
I knew that she wouldn't be out there for long, that she would be found and brought home.
Did anyone else know about this?
No. It was my turn to look after the kids. I just wanted to give him a fright.
Why was that?
Because he was going to bring her in.
Roland, that was never going to happen.
Oh, God, Twiggy, I'm so sorry.
I'm returning the world's champion bread, butter and all-round helper.
Where's Dad?
Well, I'll help you find him in a minute, but I want you to come with me first. Come here. Come on.
Daddy. He's not here.
Ah, well, I'm sure he'll be back very soon.
Is he still looking for Twiggy?
Emma, do you want to grab a seat for a sec? I've got some really sad news about Twiggy. We did find her, but she's gone to heaven.
She's dead.
Yeah.
Well, why did she have to die?
Well, she had an accident.
Did they take her to hospital?
No, and that was the problem.
Why didn't they?
Well, sometimes people, they try to get things right, but they get confused and they get it wrong.
I don't want her to be dead.
No, neither do I, but we can't always have what we want, can we? But then sometimes the things that you don't think are very good for you end up being the best. It's just the way that it is. Here's your dad.
You okay? I've got some food for us.
Can Maggie stay for dinner?
Sweetheart, I think that Maggie's probably going to have tea with someone else tonight. Come on. Okay, let's clean the table, okay?